Hello, my dear students. Welcome back again in today's video for grade 9. Today, inshallah, we are going to talk about the difference between active sentences and passive sentences. But first, let's see what is the difference between these two types of sentences. The active voice, which is the active sentence, tell us what a person or thing does. For example, the subject performs the action or the verb on the object. For example, when I say, Ali ate an apple, this is an active sentence. The passive voice or the passive sentence tell us what is done to someone or something. The subject is being acted upon. Okay? For example, the apple is eaten by Ali. Okay? So this is the difference between the active sentence and the passive. And let me tell you something, that in the active sentence, the subject is a must. Yani, for example, you should have a subject in the sentence. In the passive voice, you can neglect, you can ignore the subject. Okay? So let's take some examples here. Here in the sentence, you have chimneys emit a lot of smoke into the air. So this is my sentence. If I want to change a sentence into a passive, I have to follow some steps. The first one, I have to look at the verb in the sentence and decide in which tense is this sentence. For example, in this sentence, I have the verb emit. Okay? And as you can see here, I have the verb in the present tense. So what you have to know that in the passive, if your sentence is in the present tense, you have to use is or are. And you know the difference between these two helping verbs. Is for singular, are for plural. Plus, your verb in the passive sentence should be the past participle tense, which is the PP, the verb 3 of the verb. So, now you have to find the part of speech. For example, we have the first one, chimneys. Chimneys is the subject. Okay? And here we said emit is the verb. And you have to find the object. Where is the object? Chimneys emit. If you want to know the object of this sentence, you ask yourself, chimneys emit what? A lot of smoke. This is the object. Now, if I want to change a sentence into passive, the first thing I have to write is the object. For example, I have to start my sentence with a lot of smoke with the object. Now, I said that my helping verb should be is or are according to the sentence, the tense of the sentence. So here my sentence is present. So I have to choose is or are. But when do I have to choose is or are? A lot of smoke. I start with this one, with the object. Smoke. We use is. The helping verb for smoke is. So a lot of smoke is. Then I have to find the verb 3 or the past participle of my verb, which is emit. So what is the past participle for emit? Is emitted. So the sentence should be a lot of smoke is emitted into the air. See? I can remove the subject from the sentence. I don't have the subject in this sentence. This is what meant by passive. Okay, let's take another example. Here I have people overuse natural resources. Now I want to change the sentence into passive. Again, I have to find my verb. This is my verb and this is a present tense. Then find your part of speech. People is the subject. Overuses the verb. And the object is natural resources. People overuse what? They overuse the natural resources, so this is the object. Now, if I want to start my passive sentence, for sure I have to use is or are because it's present. So I have to say natural resources. Okay, resources. This is a plural. Okay, so I have to use are. And where's my verb? Here's my verb, but pay attention that you have to change it into past participle, so it will be overused. I can end my sentence like this: natural resources are overused, or I can add the subject, which is natural resources are overused by people. Okay, so these are present sentences, how to change the present sentences into passive. Now let's take this example. I have the girl ate the cake. I want to change the sentence into passive. Now the verb is ate. Pay attention that your verb is in the past. So your sentence is in the past, which means that you have to use, instead of is and are, you have to use was and were. Again, was for singular, were for plural. Now let's find the part of speech. The girl is the subject, ate is the verb, the cake is the object. The first thing I have to do, I have to start with the object, which is the cake. Now the helping verb. Where's the helping verb? Was and were. I have the cake here. The cake is singular. Okay, if I want to put my helping verb, I have to look at the previous word, not here. Okay, not the base sentence. So the cake is singular, so I have to use was. The cake was. Where's the verb? Ate. I have to find the past participle for the word ate, so it will be the cake was eaten. I can end my sentence here, or I can complete it to be the cake was eaten by the girl. Okay, let's move to the other one. The dog chased the cat. The sentence is in the past, so I have to use was or were according to my object. The dog is the subject, chased is the verb, the cat is the object. So I have to start my passive sentence with the cat. What should I use now? The cat, I have to use was or were. Of course, I have to choose was because the cat is singular. So was, and the past participle of the verb chased will be the same. Chased, I can end it here, or I can complete it by the dog. As you can see, the passive voice are changing the active sentences into passive sentences. Is very easy. You just have to follow the rule and you have to find the correct part of speech. And I hope you enjoyed the lesson today. I see you inshallah in the next video. Goodbye.